us. I know we are here together. These things happen, so please be patient and have some compassion. The next person who's going to speak is my brother in the movement, a fierce community organizer, a public school teacher, Anthony Clark, who is the founder of a community organization called Suburban Unity Alliance. Anthony, brother, where are you?
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Yay!
Can everyone hear me? Can you hear me in the back a little bit? So I find myself in an interesting position in a place right now because yes, in 2017, we are currently gathered here fighting the same systemic issues that so many have been fighting for hundreds of years. And I'm struggling right now to unpack my emotions. And I want to ask a question to my allies, to my comrades, whatever you call yourself. And I'm serious. I want you to think about and answer this question. In regards to fighting these systemic issues that we're facing, what are each of you willing to sacrifice? What are each of you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to sacrifice friendships?
Yeah.
Are you willing to sacrifice family?
Yes.
Are you willing to sacrifice profit?
Yes.
I hope so. Because for far too long, we have had individual allies. I love you. I support you. You all support me. But what I have found interesting is the fact that I can have allies that say they love and support me as a black male, also say in that same vein that they have a racist father, a racist friend, a homophobic co-worker. And then they follow it up with, well, that's just how they are. That's one of the reasons we find ourselves in 2017 fighting these systemic issues. Because too many of us have allowed individuals to just be how they are.
Yeah.
Heather answered that question. She knew what she was willing to sacrifice. But let's be clear. It's an indictment on our society, trust me. I love Heather, I miss Heather, I mourn for Heather. But it's an indictment on our society that when Heathers die, it's national outrage. But we have had black activists die for hundreds of years for the same issues without the outrage. Again, ask yourself, what are you willing to sacrifice? I run an organization and our motto is, fights are not mutually exclusive. And I'm willing to sacrifice my life, not for just myself, not for just black issues, but for each and every one of you. So when you say you're shocked, I understand, but guess what? We've been shocked for hundreds of years. When you say, how did this happen? Well, guess what? We've known how this has happened for hundreds of years. So not only do you need to wake up, but you need to wake up those friends, those family members, those co-workers, those colleagues, those peers that are woke. They need to wake up too. And if they don't need to be in your life if you're a true ally and you're a true comrade. Because too many people are comfortable right now with hate. I'm going to leave on this analogy that I like to use. Right now, we're where we are because too many people were complicit. Too many people were comfortable. And if you understand the ripple effect, think of a still body of water. If you look at the surface of that water, it's still, it's calm, it appears peaceful. Much like our society for many of you. But that is a fallacy. Because underneath that calmness, there's an undercurrent of hate that is eroding the foundation of that body of water and eroding our society. How many of you are willing to throw a pebble into that water to break that fallacy, to break that surface, to expose the hate, to expose the homophobia, the racism, the sexism, the misogyny, the Islamophobia? How many of you are willing to throw a pebble? I'm willing, but it cannot just take my pebble. We have to turn singular movements into mass movements, and it's going to take each and every one of us throwing a pebble and creating a ripple effect. And when you create a ripple because Black Lives Matter. Create a ripple because women's rights are human rights. Create a ripple because love is love and we support our LGBTQ neighbors and family members. Create a ripple because we're going to fight to build love, not walls. We're building bridges. So I'm going to ask you one more time. I'm going to ask a question, and I'm going to need all of you to pay attention to this. I asked, what are you willing to sacrifice? And if you're willing to sacrifice everything for this movement, if you're willing to throw a pebble and cause a ripple effect, I need you to raise your hand in solidarity right now. Raise your hand in solidarity. And repeat after me. After I say this, I want all of us to say this together. We're all going to create a ripple effect, but we are stronger together. Can we say that at the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. We are stronger together. Make those sacrifices.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Anthony. Thank you for all of you. Next, we have one of our last few speakers. I know folks are getting restless, but please, you have to hear from these amazing speakers. We have Madea Lynn, who is the director of Masjid Al Rabia, a women-centered LGBTQ-affirming mosque here in Chicago. Madea is an activist who advocates for disability power and for trans women's rights. We're so proud to have you here with us today.
Assalamu alaikum, y'all. This is a lot of people. Assalamu alaikum. This is the 6th time that I have been in this square since January 20th. In February, I was here mourning the lives of black trans women that have been lost. Shortly after, I was protesting racist, brutal police violence in the city of Chicago. In April, I was here for workers' rights and a living wage for the residents of this city. And I was in this square speaking out for disability power and independence. I was here again to talk about police accountability and federal oversight, and I am here today. And today, I am not here to speak out against hate. I'm here to speak out against white supremacy. I don't want y'all to speak out against hate. Hate is a human emotion. Hate is something that we all felt at one point yesterday, continue to feel when we see these images on TV, on the internet, when we hear about it. I don't want you to speak out against hate. I want you to speak out against white radicalism, white terrorism, white supremacy in this white supremacist nation. Because we are not a country that is divided. This country is not divided. It is white people that are divided. And it is white people who must address this in our homes, in our communities. And I speak to you as a white American Muslim woman. There is no corner of your identity that absolves you from your whiteness. You've got to take that home. You've got to take it to your communities. You've got to have those hard conversations. You need to stamp out white supremacy where it stands. I've just got 2 short things to say. One thing that a sister in a San Francisco prison shared with me that I think of every day. She said, seek justice wherever you are. We are called upon to seek justice wherever we are. And the second thing that I want to ask for all of you today is we're passing out flowers as we remember lives of people lost to white supremacy, the martyrs of our movement. 3 activists involved in Ferguson have been murdered in their cars and their homes. We have political prisoners. An organizer in Ferguson has 20 years still to go on his sentence. We have people giving their lives to defend Muslim women, to defend minorities in this country. This is a movement that has martyrs, that has political prisoners. And what I want to say to you as we pass out flowers remembering these people, it's from a trans remembrance event where we say, give us our roses while we're still here.
Yay!
Thank you so much, Madia. We have our last speaker for the evening, Donna Gutman from the National Council of Jewish Women.
Yay.
Thank you so much for being here with us, Donna.
Well, I don't know about you, but I am so pissed off.
Yeah.
Who's pissed off here?
Yeah.
I am so pissed off. I can't believe this. We've been around for 122 years, a faith-based organization that has advocated for women, children, and family, and look what crawled out of the sewer yesterday. The most egregious people ever. They hate all of us, every single one of us. So what are we going to do? Resist. We're going to resist. We're going to do what Anthony said. We're going to separate from people who believe that that's okay, that, oh, no big deal. Well, it's a huge deal. It's Nazi Germany. It's a huge deal. And if you don't think so, watch the books burn next. So, all of you, call your representatives, call your senators, call your mayors, call your governors. Every day do something. Go to Indivisible. They will give it to you. Go to National Council of Jewish Women. It's on the website. Find your allies and get rid of those people in your life who are really your enemy because they're on the wrong side of history.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
thank you very much. I'm still pissed.
Me too. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Donna. And we have one last speaker who wanted to just share a few words. She's from California.
Hi, my name is Paulette. I'm from Southern California. I'm an organizer with Indivisible and OFA. If you are a person of privilege and you are not using your privilege for change, you are wasting your privilege. I learned that. I'm here in Chicago on vacation, and what I learned yesterday is that the resistance does not get to take a vacation.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy and so proud to be here with all of you in this beautiful city. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here with us. I really don't know what else to say other than I hope that you are going to hold your friends, your family, your children closer together, closer to you, that you will show each other the love that they deserve, that you will show each other the compassion that they deserve. Take some time to think about what's going on around you, but then we have to wake up every single morning with renewed commitment to fight. Because some of us here, I feel like I'm here in the fight for my life right now. And I know many of my brothers and sisters are feeling the same way. Thank you for showing up today. You showed us what solidarity looks like. You showed us what love and compassion looks like. If I could just ask all of you to please raise your flowers in the air for a minute of silence. And if somebody doesn't have one, please share a flower with them.
Let y'all know, this is why people rob and steal. This is why people gotta kill. Ain't no fruit on none of y'all trees. We can't eat without none of y'all people.
I need one more.
And y'all sacrifice.
Thank you so much for each and every one of you. I'm grateful for all of you being here. Thank you.
I want fruit.
Woo!